All right. Happy Monday, you guys. So, just like every day that we have class, I start off with Trojan TV. Go to the next slide, and you do have a couple of things to do. And we are using a new website that Mrs. Alf actually found. Because we're using a new website and it may take a little bit of time for you to get familiar with it, I'm going to give you till Tuesday to turn this in. And that works perfectly because you don't even have class on Tuesday. So you can work on this on Tuesday if you need to. So the first thing you're going to do is watch the video, which you should be doing by now. It's just me explaining the lesson today. So our goal for today is to use evidence that supports an idea in a text, and you will see how we're going to do that. You are required to read pages 14 to 26 of Our Mysterious Universe, which is a new story you started on Friday. So this link takes you to the Pearson version. There have been a lot of problems with Pearson lately. If that does not work, and I hope it does because Pearson actually reads it to you, you can click the other version I put on our Google Classrooms. But this version does not get read to you. It's just I screenshotted every single page of the book and put together a PowerPoint with all the pages of the book in case Pearson does not work. So you are going to read pages 14 to 26. So there's page 14, and it goes down. The page numbers are right here. Don't try clicking these little play buttons. It will not work. It only works on Pearson. So if you want it to be read to you, make sure you click this first one. After you read pages 14 to 26 or listen to page 14 to 26, we are going to do a new activity, which is also part of task 1, called Storyboard That. And it is what you're going to do is you're going to create a comic strip on the computer using this new website, and you're going to create a comic book strip about the life cycle of a star. Now, I was nice enough to give you a clue on what pages it talks about the life cycle of a star. So you're going to start on page 16. And how did I know that? Because of the lovely title at the top. So this video is mostly to show you how to work out this website. Luckily, you do not need to log in. You don't need to make an account. Don't worry about any of that. You're going to click Create a Storyboard. For everyone's first time, I would like everybody to click Layout, and you are going to click the one that says Cell and Description. The reason why I'm having you do that is because it allows you to put the picture, but it also allows you to type a little caption on the bottom. These captions on the bottom are going to be you describing and using evidence from the story that talks about the life cycle of a star. Now, I will give you a clue. This picture up here is going to help you out a ton on page 17. So go back to storyboard. You're obviously going to want to tell me what the first step of the life cycle of a star is. So you might want to start with the word first. And then you'll tell me what happens. The next box, you'll say then. And then the last box, you can say last. The last part of a life cycle of a star is, and then you'll tell me. Now to insert pictures, if you look up here, it says scenes, characters, textables. I'm going to go through most of them with you really quickly. So we want to figure out what kind of background is going to fit with a star. So I'm not going to put a picture of a town necessarily, but I think I'm going to go to outdoor. And I'm going to look for one that just kind of goes with the idea we're using. This one looks good. So all you're going to do is click it and you're going to drag it. If you need to, you can rotate them. but I like it how it is. It fits my box perfectly. You can use the same background for each one if you want to. If you want to use a different one, that is completely okay with me. If you want to use this and add a star, it's all up to you. If you want to add a character, you guys are kids. There are kid characters there. If you want to use a teen one, adult, whatever you want to do, same thing, click and drag. Now, if you don't like the thing you chose or the background you chose, all you do is simply click the X button to delete it. So, they have textables, little caption bubbles. If you're using a character, you can add a little textable there. Shapes, if you want to add a different shape. And infographics are basically more pictures. Since we are talking about stars, it would be a great idea to look up if there's any pictures on stars, which there are over here. But if you don't like that one, we can click search, and I'm just going to put stars. If this thing pops up, just say no thanks. Alrighty. Or let's put star. I think I put star earlier. There we go. Click, drag, since we're talking about the star. You can even rotate them, change the colors. It's up to you. Now, once you complete each life cycle of a star, each picture and comic strip, you're going to take a screenshot. And that screenshot is going to go to slide 3. So I did this example already. Let's erase that one. So if you don't know how to screenshot on your Chromebooks, you are going to press these 3 buttons at the same time. So you're going to press the Control, the Shift, and then that little square button with the 2 lines to the right side. So Control, Shift, and that little square button, and you are going to select the part you want. And then you're going to click Copy to Clipboard, and then you will double tap it with 2 fingers and click Paste. Make sure you move it around so not everything is hiding. Okay. Once you complete task 1, some of us were getting a little lazy and complaining about flip grids last week. So instead of doing flip grids for task 2, you're going to read a book of your choice for 20 minutes, and you're going to write a paragraph or type a paragraph. That paragraph will go to slide 4. Now, realize I said read a book of your choice. You are not writing, and this is a common mistake, you are not writing about the story you just read. You are picking a whole new book out. Maybe if you have a library book still, if you have a book at home, if you want to read to your siblings, you can do that. If you don't have any books at home, that is completely okay. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Google Classroom and seeing some new stuff. You're going to go to classwork and you're going to go down to the digital library. This is there for both classrooms, for my homeroom and Mr. Fryer's homeroom. Now, these are all from Pearson. You don't need to turn them in, but these give you options if you don't have any books at home to read when you have to do this part of the assignment. So you are typing 1 paragraph, which is 5 sentences, explaining what the section you read today in your own book was about. You're not telling me what the whole entire book is about. You're not going to say the book Wonder is about a boy and blah, 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 blah. What you're doing in this part is telling me what the section you read today was about. In those 20 minutes, what was that chapter about? Okay, some of us are getting a little lazy, and we do this in class all the time. This is nothing new. So after task 2, go to task 3 and complete the daily reflection. Guys, please, please, please make sure you click turn in. Some of us keep forgetting. It should say like turn in on the right side once you are on your assignment. So if you don't click turn in, that's why I have been emailing parents, they are not my rules. If it does not show that you click turn in, even if you did do the work, I cannot count it as complete until I see it says so-and-so turned it in. Again, this is going to be due on Tuesday just because Storyboard is a new website. But it should honestly not take you long. Once you get the hang of it, it should take you about 30 minutes to complete. I would not give you anything more than that. If you have any questions, let me know through Google Hangouts, email. And yeah, I will be available till about 11:30 today. And on Tuesday, I will be available from, what time was it? Tuesday, I will be available from 11 to 12:30. So if you have any questions, send me an email. But good luck. This assignment is meant to be fun. Get creative with it. I know there are a lot of creative students. You guys are all creative in your own ways. Have some fun with this little project.